And on most days, I need you more than you need me. Because you're the ones out there with the answers. You're the ones out there, frankly, with the power to make things better. But I stand before you committed, as the chief, that my department and myself are at the table. We're your partners. We will lead the way, and I look at myself as a community leader. That's my first and foremost. Last time I was dancing with the hot Takis and Cheetos, is that it? All right, it was fun. Boy, I am really humbled, and I really appreciate the shout out and the love you gave me, Pastor Harteau. I really appreciate that. I am honored to have the opportunity to come out and speak with everybody. Any opportunity I have to speak, I certainly take. I think the more we can look at each other and communicate as people. I am the police chief. I am your police chief. I'm also a Christian chief. I'm also a mother of a 14-year-old who has quite an attitude these days. So I actually have to go to work so someone will listen to me. And even then, that's a challenge. I used to patrol this area in the mid-90s. As a matter of fact, I was a beat cop. And what BJ was talking about earlier, I lived it, and it was a challenge. It was hard to see that you couldn't have kids in the park because there were shots fired here every day. So bad that we called in the National Guard. But I am so proud today to see what's been done. And this wasn't a police venture, although we had a part in it. We had a small part. We had a community that became engaged. We opened up the first safety center over in the little strip mall there. We watched it get revitalized, and all the pieces came together, and we started to make it really uncomfortable for those who were creating problems and making it better for our kids. And I echo so much of what has already been said. We've had about our last three homicides were things that the police could not have prevented. We couldn't have predicted, and we certainly couldn't have prevented. It is the way people think. It's the fact that when somebody has an argument, they choose to pick up a gun. And I get challenged by that. I look to many of you, and on most days, I need you more than you need me. Because you're the ones out there with the answers. You're the ones out there, frankly, with the power to make things better. But I stand before you committed, as the chief, that my department and myself are at the table. We're your partners. We will lead the way, and I look at myself as a community leader. That's my first and foremost primary role, is the community leader. But you're just a person on a walk if you're not leading anybody, if nobody's with you. And it sounds from everything I've heard, you guys are with me, and that's great. And I want to let you know we're with you. It has to start with me because I'm at the top. We're here. We're committed. We're dedicated. But real change is not going to occur until we build those relationships and partnerships. And I need you to tell me, if we're going to build public trust with our police department, what is it you need to see from me and my officers to feel that trust? What differences and what changes do you need to see to have that? We need to begin the real conversations and the real action. It definitely begins tonight. It begins with me, but it begins with each and every one of you. And what a beautiful night.
It is.
I mean, if we could have weather like this all the time, people would be pretty happy, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So, again, I thank you for allowing me to be here. I would just say, get involved at every opportunity. Become block leaders. Look out for your neighbors. Come join the police department at every opportunity you have to learn, to become powerful. My goal is not to over-police, but over-protect. I don't think anybody wants a cop on every corner, but we want safe neighborhoods. And when I was a beat cop here, I learned everything I had to know about being a good cop. And the first thing I did was get out of the car and talk to people. And that's what I'm asking of the officers to do today.
That's right. Get out of the car.
Because the uniform is just that, but underneath it, we are human beings, and people forget that. We bleed, we have pain, we have all kinds of issues in our own lives, but our first primary function is to police the streets and to work with all of you. So I look forward to an improving summer, improving public safety, and making sure, because I take every crime and certainly every violent crime in the city of Minneapolis personal. Not my city, and I hope you feel the same way. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah.
Praise the Lord.